Hi guys, welcome to Archerfield Links here in Scotland. We're at the Titleist 718 irons launch. Loads of new kit from Titleist, but an iron that's really interesting to me is the 718 AP1 iron. It's the iron that I played previously from the 716 range, so it's a club that I'm very familiar with. I absolutely love that club. I thought it was brilliant. It was one of the sort of best game improvement irons of the last couple of years, and this is its successor, if you like. So what are my first impressions? My first impressions are they've actually upped the shelf appeal even more. I thought there was a massive step up from the 714 to the 716, but I think this is just taking it up another level. It's actually getting it closer to looks really of like the AP2s, just from that shelf appeal point of view. You know, this doesn't look like a game improvement iron. That's who it's aimed at, your sort of high handicappers, but it's not putting anyone off on the looks. And I think this is an area that a lot of golf club manufacturers are going down. They're realising that, you know, even your high handicap golfers, they're still serious about their game and they still want a serious looking golf club. And I definitely think that 718 AP1 definitely fits that bill. So thumbs up from a first impressions point of view. I'm going to go off and get fitted out on the range, and I'm also going to have a chat with Steve Pelisek, who is the president of golf clubs for Titleist. He's going to tell you a little bit more about the tech. We'll get some numbers from the fitting and we'll come back and go through a conclusion after that. So I'm joined by Tim from Titleist down on the range at Archerfield. Just been through a full 718 irons fitting, 6 models to go through, so it's a little bit more involved than it has in previous years, I'm guessing. I mean, I instantly, we had an idea, didn't we, beforehand, what we thought was going to be best for me, but we wanted to hit everything, didn't we? We wanted to try a few different shafts. So started off in AP1, and for me, it from straight away was quite good, hitting those sort of numbers that I was expecting to see, didn't we?
Yeah, the forgiveness side of things from the AP1 was really good, and because you currently have AP1, the numbers stacked up and we gained that consistency, kept the consistency that you wanted and we needed with that nice launch.
The main difference that we found when we moved into the AP2, straight away we were just noticing that forgiveness element where I thought it was an okay strike but not brilliant. With the AP1, that was a shot that was going to work for me out on the course, but with the AP2, didn't think I would be able to get that consistent carry number, did I? Yeah,
we had more of a drop off as soon as we went down to AP2. The AP1, it was consistently up at 145 tops and then right down at 140 every single time. And then as soon as we went into the AP2, we got it up to the number, but the drop off was much greater, which you don't want out of an iron. You want to have that 90 yardage consistency.
Yeah. And the key thing, I'm guessing, you know, for what you want to see and what I want to see, is you want to see those tight groupings, don't you? And when we got dialed into a good AP1 with the AMT black shaft.
Yeah, AMT black S300.
It was just a nice tight circle, wasn't it? I guess going through that shaft process was an element to it as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, going through the shaft process, the feel that you were giving to me as well, how you said that if it felt heavy, it felt like the control element. And we were talking about the control within your swing. When the lighter shafts, we generally had a little bit less control with your tempo. Going a little bit heavier potentially for yourself just made us have that little bit more control of the shaft and the club to get that contact on the ball.
Yeah, I mean, I know with these irons as well that there's opportunities, you know, to sort of like mix and match them, and you may want to go AP2s in the short irons, you might want to go AP1s or AP3s in the longer irons, but I tried everything. And for me, I was kind of happy through the bag with AP1, and obviously that's a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah, and it is going to be a set this year that a lot of guys they are going to be looking at having the split sets, but there's no harm in having the full set in the one product if it works all the way through for everybody. Where we tried AP3 when we were thinking, did we want to have the short irons in that? The drop off was a little bit more than we had AP1, and when we tried into the longer irons with the hollow construction, we gained that yardage. We kept the gapping system going up, and that's a big key. The gapping for your yardages from your short irons to your long irons is really key.
Yeah, brilliant. So, yeah, you know, Titleist do fitting, you know, probably better than anyone. They do a really good job. You know, got a really good sort of like shaft matrix this year, and obviously with these different heads, and then we've got the hybrids as well. Having the options this year in the 718 range is going to do maybe a little bit more difficult work for you.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit more challenging. And but the thing is, we're just looking at getting everybody fitted up for the exact product that suits their game the best and helps them perform and get total performance out of their product. That's the biggest thing for us.
And for me, that's AP1. So thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
Okay guys, I'm joined by Steve Pelisek, president of Titleist Golf Clubs. He loves these launches, I love these launches. Yeah, we love looking at this new kit. And first up that we're chatting about is the all new AP1. It's the 718 AP1. Steve, tell us what you've done that's different in this club to 716, which was a fantastic club. How have you made it better?
Okay, when we sat with the designers, and really this applies to all the new irons, the two things we wanted out of 718 was we wanted more speed, we wanted more forgiveness. More speed gives you more distance, more forgiveness kind of gives you more distance more often. And 718 AP1 delivers on that. In particular, you know, AP1, this is our longest, most forgiving iron. We call it maximum distance, maximum forgiveness, but Titleist look and feel. We were a little concerned about, at the long end of the set, making sure that the gaps were still a nice, healthy 10, 12-yard gap. The point is, we want the whole set for you to be playable, and for you to have you filled all the right gaps, all the shots you're going to encounter. We think AP1 does that really, really well.
So you've got the tech in there that's you know, making the club more stable. You've used tungsten again, just to get the you know, still got that high MOI, and you know, you're getting that the lot of ball speed off that thin face. That's right. So I mean, are they sort of areas that you had similarly with the last AP1, but you've just kind of fine-tuned those and improved those?
We're big fans of tungsten. Tungsten's a really heavy metal. You can put a lot of weight in a little chunk, and we put, you know, down in the corners, down in the heel, down in the toe. In AP1, it's all in the toe, but it allows us to really dial in a center of gravity that's low and in the right place. Low CG means high ball flight. So you can get speed from a thin face, you can get speed from strong lofts, you can get consistent speed from a high moment of inertia, but it all has to come in a package that's a nice high trajectory that stops where it lands.
Absolutely. And obviously you touched on there with the tungsten about how it's dense, you don't have to use loads of it, and that still allows you to make a very forgiving golf club, but still almost look like a player's club. It's not like one of these real oversized, chunky, you know, weapon type clubs. It's a finesse type club too.
We think that's really important, but sometimes, you know, we hear players say, oh, I'm not good enough to play a Titleist iron. Yes, you are. Just try it, and especially on an AP1, it's an extremely forgiving golf club. The combination of really high MOI and really low CG makes AP1 incredibly playable. Please, just try it.
Yep, absolutely. I love these. You know, I'm a 17 handicapper. I don't think I think the window is quite wide. I think you can see single-figure players going to these, because there's not a sacrifice on the look, is there? The shelf appeal. You know, you put this next to the AP2s and they look like, you know, family side by side. It's not like this is the ugly twin or something like that. It's you know, it's on message with the looks as well, isn't it? Okay, then 718 AP1 irons, definitely the ones for me. Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed in a way that I maybe couldn't have got fitted into the AP3s or the AP2s, but I just can't argue with the performance, which, you know, for me, like I say, my game, if you like, is built around a 7-iron going that, you know, sort of 150 yards. And when I got dialed in with the AP1, I was just really getting a very consistent carry number, like carry 145 to 150. You know, absolute, you know, like, you know, really ripped one, you know, 155, you know, carry on when I've absolutely pured it. But my averages, you know, you could throw a towel over it. You know, they were really, really good. So, like I say, AP1 numbers. Carrying the numbers that I want them to do. The dispersion was good when I got dialed in, and just in conclusion really about these clubs, I think that Titleist have upped the game on the AP1s in terms of their shelf appeal. They're really in line, if you like, with the AP2s and the AP3s now. They're not sticking out like a chunky you know, game improvement iron or anything like that. They've got that lovely finish on there, and like I say, bags of shelf appeal. So yeah, like I say, 17 handicapper AP1s all day for me. I'd be really interested to see what you guys think about the AP1s. You know, maybe you're a lower handicapper than me, single figure handicapper, and you're thinking about the AP1s. Please post a comment below and let us know what you think. There's definitely something for everyone in this range. You know, let us know the iron models that you like. Let us know if you want any more information about the specs, about the technology, anything at all. We can come back to you with that information. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.